How can such a person make a dedicated audience and grow a following, but is end up being a terrible person, and they accumulated 1,000 subscribers, and their channel is revolved around Roblox animations, but they end up being a terrible person. They begin manipulating minors to doing really disgusting things. This is the story of Notive. Jacob was born on September 17, 2003, or better known as Notive. Now, Notive would create his channel on April 11, 2015, when he was 11 years old. And a few months later, he would create his first video called Base Plate Transparency, a Roblox machinima. And this animation wasn't the best and was really poor quality. Now, Notive wasn't the biggest creator from everybody revolving around him, but Notive was still 12 years old at the time, and these videos were pretty impressive for a 12-year-old. Notive's machinima videos would gather a lot of views and attention, so much at the point that he got to 300 subscribers. Yeah, I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but for him, kinda like that he got to 300 subscribers, so yeah. And Notive would make a video about Mr. Obvious, and this video would age like milk, just, you know, because. Now, as he continued making more videos, the Roblox Hotel Mario collab would be released on July 22nd, 2019. And basically, he just orchestrated a team of artists and Roblox artists. This video accumulates to almost to 250,000 views. Almost. And the video that would give him a lot of views would be Roblox warnings in a nutshell. And the description would say, "The metal clip has absolutely zero correlation to the topic I just thought. Heh, wouldn't it be cool if Roblox updated their website with something nice for the first time in 4 years?" Now, Notive was a really prominent figure in the YouTube community. And to mention something, I had to give you a warning. It's gonna tell about explicit content and pornography. So, for the sake of your risk, if you're sensitive to these topics, I would rather click off this video. He made a channel called Okaphysis. I'm sorry, I couldn't really pronounce that right. And this channel is specialized in Roblox pornography, starting raising suspicious due to having similar animation styles to Notive. One of his exes exposed that he owned the Opus account in September of 2022. Now, I don't have any screenshots of the account, so enjoy the video that's playing in the background. And on September 15, 2022, he was exposed for sending pornography to a 15-year-old boy when he knew he was a minor on his Discord alternative account, Brody. Before he created the account, Ogvishi, it is suspected that he owned another pornography account called Fagacod. Now, Notive would also groom a 15-year-old girl, and she was around 15 to 16. And Notive would make an animation for her, specifically for her, and the animation is just porn. Yeah, what do you expect from this degenerated asshole? Notive was like already 18 to 19 years old, and we can see why this girl hated Notive's true intentions of what he really wanted from her. And the lust and just desire of what Notive wanted to do this girl is disgusting and depredative. The doc of this victim would call out Notive for being a pedophile, and manipulating minors into doing really, really disgusting stuff. This guy would never be accountable of anything. And Notive would make a document about the allegations. Now, this document is deleted, so I couldn't get any other information on this. It was probably a terrible document, and Notive victim playing or something. I don't know. I don't have any evidence to support that, and I can't find any other information on this document. I can say he probably made a really terrible response and didn't admit about the allegations at all. I also forgot to mention this Google Doc. Well, it was deleted, so the only thing I can get is from Power's video. And one of Notive's victim would call it on Twitter about Notive. This tweet would say, "Some stuff I wanted to say about Notive. Sorry for all this suddenly. This is not my full experience, just a summary of my feelings right now. I had told my parents about everything, and I'm being supported. Thanks for your time." And here's this other tweet from her, I think. "Hi, for some time I've been struggling dealing with all the weight that man had to put onto me. From I was 15 to 16, I've been concerned by someone I genuinely admired into doing things that I did not enjoy. I've been heavily objective and sexualized by this person who I trusted deeply. This man knew so much about me and my past experiences, with a soul and people exactly like him. I wish I was able to get help earlier and not after now. I have to live with these scares forever. The weeks leading up to this document finally been published, I've been feeling very anxious and paranoid. Things that he had shown to me were engraved into my head. I remember so well telling him about I scared seeing him masturbate, but we had insisted that it was okay. This moment was one of the worst things I had while in the relationship. I remember him getting upset at me constantly. I thought I was in the wrong all the time. I hated when he was sad. I just wanted to make him happy. I remember him making me feel so bad because I didn't want to have a sexual video call with him. Just a normal one. Self-admittedly, I'm very impressionable. I keep thinking that this is all my fault. I just want his attention, and in the everything worked out horribly. Thank you to the people who reached out to me to add my part to the document, as I was too scared to make my own. Thank you to my friends who all trusted me." And I also forgot to mention, from 2017 to 2018, Notive was continually harassed and belittled from the sort of YouTube content that he created, from being too random and having the humor being seen as lackluster in some parts. I had been extremely depressed for weeks. My condition was not improving at all, and I was only keeping myself going just not to let the people harassing me win. At some points, I had absolutely nobody, and because I had not developed a clear copying mechanism for any of these issues, I decided to turn into an NSFW account to grant me some euphoria, distract me. It wasn't pretty. It's not easy admitting an addiction like this, knowing the humiliation I would mostly likely get. I am still struggling, but to a far lesser extent, I am much happier these days, as I have surrounded myself with much better people. I still get urges here and there, but none of it has affected my interactions with anyone for almost a year now. Once 2022 had begun to roll around, I had a stable relationship or friend group in years. I was still in the same poor state as before, and sometimes I engage in this bad habit daily. That was when it began to trickle into my hobbies. I knew my animation skill had become much better within the past year, and one night I gotten extremely down to the point where I decided to animate NSFW on Roblox. There's no sugarcoating what I did. I created a character for the animation. I located the models on a friendly public Discord server and made do with it. I then uploaded to Twitter account known by the handle OakBozy, which has been long since been deactivated. I also uploaded to a much lesser extent to a Reddit by the same name, which has also been deleted recently. I also completely forgotten about it. It had also not been active in over a year. I was 17 when I made my first animation of this, and I stopped a few months into being 18. I'm extremely ashamed that this account was run actively for 6 months. I couldn't upload on my channel at all, as my life was completely out of order, and I couldn't do anything about it because I had an addiction to it. I understand people who say, just stop doing it, are only trying to help people with these addictions, but it takes a much larger effect to move past something I've dealt with for years. In no way do I condone my actions caused by this account. I made sure it was completely disconnected from my channel to the point where I did everything privately, and I made 100% sure the account had no minors plastered all over it. When I deactivated the account, it had over 10,000 followers. I could not control whenever or not. Underage people saw it, and I'm sorry if it caused any damage to the community. And trace of. Now, I don't want to read a big-ass document about Notive and everything, because this thing is like fucking 1 hour. How am I supposed to read all this shit? Look, I might be lazy just for saying that, but who's gonna read this shit? Not me. Now, Notive will continue making more videos, even though the allegations and everything Notive despair. But he wasn't the most active on his YouTube. He would make a video called Bloxing Bad and would stop until the new video called Slap Battles, which he's gone. Notive is gone forever. He has taken a hiatus from YouTube, and we are probably not gonna see a comeback from him ever again. I also forgot to mention a lot of stuff. I know I haven't briefed through the entire document, but it's a giant ass document, so I can't read all that shit. But here's a conclusion from the document. In no way do I condemn any of the situations I've been involved in whenever there is any evidence of me hurting, manipulating, and possibly endangering any of these victims. As of late, I have been completely disconnected from the online spectrum, and I have been personally taking time to step back and reflect on everything I've done and will continue to do so from now on. I wish there was a way I could go back in time and erase all this and tell my past self to not do the selfish and possessive things he's done. I don't believe I want to return to allies at all. Now or in the future, rest assured, it gives some peace to everybody who against me for my actions. I mostly likely get therapy from this situation, as generally don't know the viability around me, but definitely try. As for being a star creator and having a platform, I don't think I deserve it now, as it feels like I have been very irresponsible behind the scenes in general. I appreciate anybody who took the time to hear my side out of this situation. I'm deeply remorseful towards all the people who have taken the liberty of following me even after I was exposed the first time. I feel like I've let a lot of my friends down, and I need to sit in that for a very long time. I don't want to overstay my welcome, so this will mostly likely be the last public post I have ever make on any platform. Now, to wrap my final conclusion on Notive. Notive started his YouTube channel when he was really young. He is now 21 years old, and I hope he takes accountability, which I don't think he's gonna take accountability. This man really broke a community of the Roblox and YouTube. This man needs help. Fuck this guy.
I want to know where I can go when you're not around, and I'm feeling down. So won't you stay for a moment so I can say I need you so, 'cause right now you know that nothing heals me, and I'm obsessed with you. Then I fell to the ground.